today, and I can see this, and go, well, obviously, she's doing things in love for me, right? Those things change over time, and they're not what they used to be, and they're not what they will be. Same is true with God. The things that he did for you a year ago, he may not be doing right now, but I promise you, he is still trying to get your attention and trying to work in your life. You've got to be willing to see it, and you've got to be willing to do things for him, I think. And Scripture says that, but we'll get to that in a different teaching. But if you look at your life with Jesus, I'm going to simply ask you on these verses, how do you feel about sin? I don't expect you to be perfect. Peter obviously knew Jesus. Peter was the first one in Scripture of the apostles to confess Jesus as the Christ, right? Jesus says, "Who do people say that I am?" And Jesus says, some people say that you're, John the Baptist come back. People say that you're Elijah. Some people say you're one of the prophets of old. Jesus said, no, who do you say that I am? And Peter said, you're the Christ. He's like, well said. Peter got corrected a lot, but he also got well said out of Jesus a number of times. Okay, that to me, that's a pretty good day. So Jesus is saying, well said for confessing me as the Christ. And then Peter denies him later. If this is true, that it's impossible to sin, then Jesus would have never reinstated him. Jesus would have left him suffering in the boat, never revealed himself on the beach, never had the whole teaching of Peter, feed my sheep, if you love me, feed my sheep, never had that whole restoration process. Never would have used him in the entire books of Acts or the books of Peter or anything ever again. So we know that's a lie, so don't fall into that. Okay? Jesus can and will restore you. We don't expect perfection. But look how Peter felt when he sinned. What did Peter do when he denied Christ? He went away and wept bitterly. How many of you guys know a grown man to just sob his eyes out very often? The principal does a lot?
He cries a lot.
Okay.
Schultz?
No, I don't know.
Mr. Alderson,
He cries a lot.
cries at school? That's weird.
It's
It's just a
because children disappoint him because they don't follow the rules.
So he
So
cries?
he cries.
Okay.
It's really
Let me rephrase my question. Let me rephrase my question.
Principles with you guys. Let's look at you guys.
How many times have you seen someone sob out of repentance? Realization of how bad they messed something up, and they just sobbed because they messed up so bad.
One time.
Okay?
One time.
Okay?
That's it.
I've seen it a few times. But guys, I've seen it a few times. And when someone is sobbing over their own actions, it really shows how they feel about those actions. Okay? They know they messed up. They're willing to make it right. You'll see it in movies sometimes. Okay? But, movies. Right? But, that's what Peter was doing. He realized how bad